Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Nhung from Hanoi, and now let's take a look at our top stories as usual. Hanoi celebrates ASEAN's 55th founding anniversary. FBI hands over illegally acquired contract enterprise to Vietnam. And later on, Pakistan expected to enhance Ho Chi Minh City's Seoul tourism connection. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on August the 8th described digital transformation as an important tool for the building of an independent and self-reliant economy and the extensive and effective integration into the world.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính made the remark while chairing the third meeting of the National Committee on Digital Transformation in Hanoi. The Ministry of Information and Communications reported that digital transformations were promoted strongly and reap encouraging outcomes in the first half of 2022. So far, 100% of enterprises have used e-invoices. E-commerce revenue reached over 11% of total retail sales compared to the target of 7%, and over 70% of the adopts own smartphones compared to the target of 85%. Mr. Chính, who is also head of the National Committee, said digital transformation needs constant reforms, a breakthrough mindset, a strategic vision, proactiveness, and creativity. He underlined the importance of mobilizing every resource for the work, especially through the public-private partnership, while ensuring harmonious interests among the state, people, and enterprises.
Various activities were held on August the 8th to celebrate the 55th founding anniversary of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Let's take a look.
The Foreign Ministry organized a ceremony in Hanoi on August 8 to fly the ASEAN flags in celebration of the bloc's 55th founding anniversary and 27th anniversary of Vietnam's accession to the regional organization, July 28, 1995. The ceremony was chaired by Foreign Minister Bùi Thanh Sơn and attended by ambassadors of ASEAN countries and ASEAN partners. Minister Sơn said the foundation of ASEAN 55 years ago created the presidents of regional countries to realize their aspiration for a peaceful, stable region with sustainable and inclusive development. The annual flag hosting ceremony is held in each ASEAN member state to honor the common values and express a determination to promote solidarity and cooperation. ASEAN flag colors, blue, red, white, and yellow, represent the main colors of the member countries' flags. It symbolizes unity and support for the bloc's principles and mission, and represents a stable, peaceful, united, and dynamic ASEAN.
Vietnam and Laos have made great contributions to the building of the ASEAN community. They were stated by the Lao Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Salomase Khomaset at a recent interview granted to the Vnews agency.
Salomase said, after joining ASEAN in 1995 and 1997, Vietnam and Laos have become active members of the bloc. Vietnam has assumed the role as ASEAN chair thrice, while the number for Laos is 2. During these times, both Laos and Vietnam have made important contributions to the bloc's policy and vision-making.
The two countries' initiatives have brought common interest to other Asian countries and have been considered important strides towards the building of a strong and united Asian community.
According to the Lao Deputy Prime Minister, ASEAN's greatest achievement to date has been peace and stability, thanks to mutual understanding, which laid the foundation for peace and stability for the Asia-Pacific as well as ASEAN. The achievement was attributed to the members' joint efforts, especially by Vietnam.
Vietnam is a major country and plays an important role in the region and has relations with many countries around the world, especially great powers, which is also its direct contribution to the Asian economic community's important role in the region and the world as well.
The Lao Deputy Prime Minister also stressed the need for ASEAN to continue maintaining its central and consistent stance in solving challenges.
The Vietnam-Laos border stretches more than 2,330 kilometers along 10 provinces in each country, with 214 border markers in about 200 locations as of April 1987. Over the years, relevant forces from the two countries have tightly cooperated to protect border areas.
In 2008, the two countries carried out a project to upgrade the border marker system. They signed two legal documents on planting and managing markers in border areas and gates in 2016, which officially took effect a year later. Vietnam and Laos now have 33 border gates, including 9 international and 6 main border gates. Vietnamese authorities have worked closely with the Laos and Cambodian counterparts in border protection.
We maintain exchanges with neighboring countries to keep the situation under control and address immigration issues. Joint border patrols are held regularly to detect illegal activities. Customs authorities create favorable conditions for travel and stop at the border gates, help people complete the necessary procedures.
With cooperation and a strong sense of duty and determination, the Vietnam-Laos border region will further contribute to peace, friendship, and cooperation for the sustainable development of the two countries.
A number of illegal obtained control artifacts originating from Vietnam have been returned to the Southeast Asian nation by the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The transfer took place at the Vietnamese embassy in Washington last week in the presence of representatives from the U.S. Department of State and Department of Homeland Security.
The handover demonstrates the U.S. goodwill and commitment to enforcing the UN conventions, against transnational organized crime.
FBI took possession of more than 7,000 artifacts illegally acquired by an American citizen during an operation from 2013 to 2014. A year before his death, the man agreed to relinquish the items and wish to return them to their rightful owners. The FBI has managed to identify several unidentified artifacts from Vietnam. The items will be transferred to the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism.
Deputy Prime Minister Lê Văn Thành has just signed a decision approving a project on the development of marine economic clusters. Accordingly, 7 maritime economic clusters will be formed by 2030, serving to turn Vietnam into a strong marine country.
The clusters will prioritize services, products with added value, attract large-scale enterprises and high-tech projects to contribute to green growth and protect the marine ecological environment, as well as the marine economy. These clusters will also contribute to consolidating and strengthening national defense and security in the sea and islands. Notably, developing sea and island tourism is one of the priorities for effectively exploiting the potential and strengths of tourism resources in each region and the entire coast of Vietnam. In particular, the project the importance of the development of the tourism economy with ecotourism and leisure centers, complexes, and sea and island resorts that meet international standards in clusters in the central region, the southwestern coastal area, Kiên Giang, Cà Mau, and other areas with suitable conditions.
Consumer demand for gold in Vietnam amounted to 14 tons in the second quarter of this year, posting a year-on-year rise of 11%. The World Gold Council's gold demand trends report for quarter 2 indicated that of the figure, gold bar and coin accounted for 96 tons, up 5%, and jewelry 4.5 tons, an increase of 28% compared with the previous year. The council experts said investors have turned to gold to hedge risks due to concerns about escalating inflation and the weakening of the Vietnamese dong, adding that it reflects in the record high premium for domestic gold investment. The strong increase in jewelry demand compared to the same time last year was attributed to a decline in the domestic gold price and the optimism of consumers in global economic recovery, along with a stimulus package of $10 billion proposed by the Vietnamese government. Park Hang-seo, head coach of the Vietnam national football team, was officially appointed and debuted as the global tourism ambassador of Seoul City at the event recently held in Ho Chi Minh City. The Soulful Seoul Night in Ho Chi Minh City was co-organized by the Seoul Metropolitan Government and Seoul Tourism Organization. It aimed at boosting tourism connection between biggest metropolis of Vietnam and the capital of the Republic of Korea. The organizers said they hope that with the participation of Coach Park Hang-seo, tourism cooperation between the two cities will expand further in the coming time.
I have worked for the Vietnam national football team since 2017 and received much love from the local people. I think I have a mission to repay their love. With the new role, I will try my best to better the relationship between our two countries, including the tourism sector.
At the event, travel companies from the Republic of Korea exchanged information with businesses and hotels, seek cooperation opportunities, and develop Korean tourism packages. Meanwhile, visitors were briefed on the attractions as well as outstanding tourism infrastructure of the Republic of Korea's capital. Kuroc, the first Vietnamese rock band in Japan with 5 Vietnamese and 1 Japanese, released their first music video, Vượt, on August 7th, 2 years after they debuted. Vượt, the band's first strike, are challenges facing Vietnamese, particularly young ones, in pursuit of success in Japan. Through the song, Kuroc aims to motivate the young Vietnamese living in Japan to try harder to overcome these obstacles. The music video is a production of 2 teams in Vietnam and Japan, directed by Watanabe Tomonori. It was shot in Japan using a green screen background as COVID-19 restrictions remained in place in the country. According to the Mạnh Khôi, Kuroc plans to represent their debut album featuring bilingual songs, aiming to use music to connect the two countries and their fans. The Vietnam International Fashion Tour will make its first stop in Quảng Ninh province during August, promising a unique fashion and tourism experience via infinite catwalk, the beauty of nature.
Quảng Ninh, Lao Cai, Hanoi, Hoa Binh, and Ninh Binh will be destinations for the Vietnam International Fashion Show this year and in 2023, which gathers together 40 international brands and designers and 1,000 models in 6 fashion shows in the 5 cities and provinces. It aims to promote images of Vietnamese landscapes and people to international friends to fashion stories.
Through the tour, we want to boost the recovery and development of fashion and tourism post-pandemic. Various themes will be introduced at the shows. A number of collections have been designed by students, where some people's artists will also join us as models.
Each show will tell stories about the history and culture of the destination, sending a message about the conservation of natural landscapes and Vietnam's traditional cultural values.
As our brand specializes in making ancient Vietnamese outfits, we want to introduce more traditional clothing from different regions and localities around Vietnam through the fashion collections.
The catwalk will be pristine and spectacular and showcase the unique architecture in each destination. Inspired by the respective localities, the fashion collections will reflect their landscapes and cultural space.
And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching and see you next time.